What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Man, traveling. I'm in Toronto this week um, for a client release event, some charity work, some community work. The weather's great in Toronto, so it's feeling good out there. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm also going into day 15, so I'm on day 14 of my liquid fast, feeling super sharp, feeling super energized, a lot of clarity. Um, this week has been a week I've been in Miami, and one of the things that happened this week when it pertains to business is the focus of today's talk is about um, wisdom over um, arrogance, right? Uh, you know, we have this concept where the OGs or the mentors that were supposed to be the ones help ushering in the new fresh, innovative black and brown kids within the music business or the sports business or whatever business it is. And their wisdom that they could have bestowed upon us got blocked because of their arrogance, right? And so a lot of people are so always curious about, being independent, how y'all do this, how y'all do that. One of the foundations of my growth is because I I was able to talk to certain OGs and soak up the knowledge that they were willing to depart on me. And they didn't have no arrogance to it. They kind of came and met me where I was because they had already had their run, right? So if you develop in your business, you got people that's been down with you for a while, rather they, booking agents or if they your assistant or whatever it is. Um, New and experience is not always the best, depending on the stage of where you're at in your business. Your peer-to-peer community is so powerful, and so when you have a peer-to-peer community, y'all unite. You can get more wisdoms from OGs because they don't feel like they can come in and separate the crew, right? So they have to come on y'all terms to be able to help you. And then you're doing the same thing. You're showing respect. You can bring them in on some of the deals. Y'all can work together as equals because you're not equal compared to their work ethic or compared to their experience more so. But you are equals compared to the youth. So today, we the hot ones. Like, I'm the 25, 26. I ain't 26. But, like, if you're that 25, 26 kid that's seeing the future, that know what's saucy, got your taste in the streets, the OGs, that's had 20 plus year careers, 30 plus year careers, and they coming and they trying to get an understanding of what's going on this what the youth is talking about. You so important that we peers now. I'm gonna respect you like an OG though. But when it comes to the current culture, when you got to come down to my ground, you got to come in my world now. And when you come in this world, we peers. But when I come in your world, you the mentor, you the OG, and I don't think that we as a younger generation understands that. Me, I'm 40. I haven't had no 20-year career in music. You know what I'm saying? My career started in a real way uh really 10 years ago. I can say 12 years because that's like the first time I kind of got a deal and I was able to maybe see some money. But in a real way, after like 12 years, like starting in 2008, learning these different things, then some stuff started happening in 2012. Then it really started to move, 2016. That's when it really started to move because we got some money and we was able to grow. So 2016 to now, that's 8 years. So when I get to 20 years in my career, the way I'm gonna be treating the young OGs is I'm like, yo, like y'all show me the way. I already had my time. I'm trying to be a part of what y'all got going on. You show me where it's at. You show me what to put the money to. You show me, and I'm gonna just use my wisdom to protect myself and to give you advice that potentially can protect you. But I'm gonna come to the table with my hands with offerings. I'm not gonna come to the table trying to figure out how I make you do what I want you to do, right? So when you building your business, you gotta be able to understand and identify the use case. What's the use case for everybody that I interact with? What's the use case for people that rock with me? How do I figure out these different things? These are very important questions. So the journey of the entrepreneur, when you're trying to figure out business, is about, am I interacting with OGs who want to give me wisdom, or am I interacting with OGs who are arrogant? And if an OG is arrogant, you better off just working with your peers, working with your community. That's like, that understands what grind y'all on. Y'all can learn together. Y'all can do research together. Y'all can share contracts. It's so many things that you can do, man. Like my first, the way that I was structuring my deals today came because my boy Irv shared me a contract structure. I was like, I never seen a contract structure like this before. I'm gonna do this, right? And that was a peer of mine, still is a peer. You know what I'm saying? But I learned, I have been able to grow faster because I leaned on my peers. And while I leaned on my peers, I was getting information from the OGs. Like, oh, I should do it like this. Bet. I go back, hey man, we should probably do it like this. I talked to Troy, or I talked to Jay Irvin, or I talked to Cersei, or Chaka said we should do it this way. And being able to use that information, I was like, man, it put me ahead of my time for the people that was in my actual demo, and it actually put in my generation or in my age range. But it also put the community ahead of time because when they was like radio, 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 I'm like, man, I got to figure out the radio snap. Then my man Paul connected me with Jade, Jade dad, Greg Johnson. I didn't even know who the fuck Greg Johnson was for real. But he was just like, this is what you need to do. Oh, this is what you need to do. And I'm like, man, I don't know nothing about this world. You tell me what to do, I'm going to do it. And he guided us in a way where we had radio success so early without even having the accolades, right? And we built up. So now Brent has a radio presence. But it all started because one of my peers knew the daughter. The daughter believed in what we was doing, put us in front of the dad. The dad was like, this is how we should do it. He had so much wisdom, he wasn't arrogant. So I taught him things, he taught us things, and it was a partnership. Now we still working together. That was in 2018. You know what I'm saying? So we 2 years in the grooving and moving, we found a radio plug. And it was so beneficial because we learned so much information about it. And then when you start doing the background, you're like, oh yeah, that's the one right there. They're gonna get you where you need to go. I'm like, man, it's crazy. It really was a cheat code. But it didn't come from OG trying to control us. They was just like, that's how y'all rock. Well, look, you should do it this way. Don't forget about this. Move out of this way. Oh, you need to meet this person. Like my radio guy connected me with sports connections because they knew I was trying to do sports. Like they didn't really just hide nothing. Anytime I was like, yo, I'm trying to do this, oh, for real, you need to talk to my man because I was respectful. You know, I broke bread, right? And I understood the value that experience brought to my business. So the moral of the story for this business talk is when you building your business with your peers, with your communities, and you run into OGs, identify very fast if they got the wisdom or they're gonna be arrogant. Because if they arrogant, it don't matter how much wisdom they got, it ain't gonna help you the same way. Because you need your mentors to almost get in the mud with you if they really trying to mentor you. They can give you information and then keep it moving. But if they really OGs and trying to help you progress, like they get in the mud with you. You know what I'm saying? We start working with Jay Irvin got in the mud with us. You know what I'm saying? Like working with Troy got in the mud with us. When Cersei was introducing me to um Larry Jackson at Apple, me and Cersei waited in Apple Music office for 2.5 hours. The nigga had us waiting for 2.5 hours. And Cersei was just like, "What you want to do?" I was like, "Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I ain't got nothing else to do, man. If y'all said, if y'all said like this thing of the plug to the Apple Music shit, man, I'm gonna sit right here." And Cersei, he saw right there with me. You know what I'm saying? So the OGs that really are trying to help the youngins, the young generation, they getting in the mud with it. They making phone calls. You know what I'm saying? I see Gilly do it. I see Wallow do it. Like, so these are the individuals that I'm seeing that like has been in this business longer than me, that I'm watching uplift the younger generation. So like, you got your business, you got your crew. Don't you be arrogant. You be confident and seek wisdom. Seek wisdom from the people that you feel comfortable asking for, that you don't feel like they're going to manipulate that down the road to like get you to do something that's not really as beneficial for you. And then find harmony, find partnerships, because when you find partnerships within your peer group and you find that level of partnerships in your mentor group, now you can scale your business relationally. And then, rest of it, baby, is history, baby. Then you just got to have the stars aligned. You got to have the information. That spirit got to be right. God got to touch that thing. You know what I mean? But other than that, remember, we building business off of principles, off of wisdom, off of honor, off of community, and you never really gonna get far when you acting arrogant, because that elevator always come down, man. You know what I'm saying? Always come down. So, remember that. We out.